Hey y'all, hey. What's going on, everybody? How's your Sunday night? Getting ready for the week? Not me, because your girl is on vacation and I will not be back in to work until Friday. So yes. So how's everybody doing tonight? Y'all ready to get into this married at first sight? Y'all, I was going to do a review, but I did not want to watch it over to take the notes. So I'm hoping y'all jog my memory a little bit. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Of course, y'all going to be able to come up and talk to me. Okay. So let's get ready to get this thing. Can y'all hear me good? Can y'all hear me? Yes, no, maybe so. Let me see. Don't be left. Okay, we good? Okay. Just making sure we good. What's going on? What's going on? Y'all, we had so much fun last night. Thank y'all who joined me last night. We had too much fun. Okay. I mean, like, way too much fun. And I was completely twisted. Oh, thank you so much. Be true to you. Thank you. What is going on, y'all? Look, I was in the bed all day recouping from all that tequila I drank yesterday. I drank like a whole bottle. You would think I'm young. Okay, I'm not young. Okay. I can't be doing that no more. Not at all. So yeah, y'all, let's get into this married at first sight. I don't have no notes. My subscriber, I thought it was you and your mom. This was a few months ago, but maybe it's best your mom isn't by your side because now you can say what you really want to say, girl. What you mean when my mom was by my side? What you mean? What you talking about? I'm confused. What happened? I missed it. You missed a good live. A good live. Okay. You missed it. We was up here acting up. Okay. We were acting up last night. But we back. Okay. I done got myself together. I only got some wine tonight to hang out with y'all. And we gonna just, get into this married at first sight. Y'all let me know what y'all want to talk about. Let me know which couples y'all want to start with. I'm going to put the link in a few minutes so y'all can come up here and say what y'all got to say because I know in my review from last time, everybody was, oh, okay. I know from last time, from my last review, a little bit of everybody was a little bit upset, okay, because I was understanding Michaela, not defending Michaela, but just understanding Michaela, okay. Hey, Alyssa. Yes, Ramel, question. Let's get Ryan and Brett out the way. Okay, let's get Brett and Ryan out the way. I can't remember what happened with Brett. Oh, Ryan said that he don't feel a spark, right? He said he don't feel a spark between him. And I knew it. I knew it though. Did I not know it? I've been trying to figure it out the whole time. And I remember in all the reviews, especially in the beginning, I kept saying, Ryan, we just trying to figure out if you like her or not. Because when you bringing up her hair, like that's something to be brought up, then obviously it's something wrong. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let me put the link in the chat for y'all. And yes, so what I was about to say. Thank you, B-Bon. Okay, so yeah, Ryan and Brett. Ryan don't like Brett. Let's just say what it is. He don't like her. He's trying his hardest to try to like her, want to like her, see this, experiment through, but he just don't like her. It is what it is. And that's okay, Ryan, but just say that. Just say that then. Sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to cause any distraction. Take care. Peace and blessings to you all. Okay, bye. Okay, but yes. So, he don't like her. Point blank, period. And the simple fact that she sat there and she told him, and they played that Jenga game, and he was pulling out the pieces and reading all the little notes about all the things he like about her, all the things she like about him, okay, and how he's this and he's that. And at one point, did he reciprocate any of those things back to her? He couldn't say one thing that he liked about her. And even the things that she liked about him, he sat there and looked like he was confused, like, you know this about me? Seriously? You think this about me? How did you get here? He's trying to figure out how she got there. And she definitely does. He just don't understand it. But he don't want to give her no type of incentive or clue or any type of thing to make her think that he's leading her on. And it's clear as day that he don't like her. So for me, Ryan, say that then. That's the only issue I have with a lot of these people. Brad like him, and I don't know how. Ryan don't even know how. Ryan don't even know how. Okay? Brad was sitting there saying all these things about him, and I'm sitting here like, when was all of this happening? And honestly, y'all, I think like an episode or two ago, I was thinking they might be the only hope because it was seeming like he was really feeling her. But I think he was just really trying, and it's just not happening for him. The spark is not sparking, okay? It's not lit. He's just not there for it. And I feel bad because Brad is really thinking that it's something. And could you imagine how it would feel to be sitting there telling someone all these good things about themselves, okay, and they won't even reciprocate any of it back to you, and don't even respond about how they feel about it? Now listen, I done stopped the game a long time ago. Like, okay, obviously you're not feeling what I'm feeling, so I'm gonna just end this game. And I thought it was very, very sweet, okay? All the little nice things that she was saying. I said, you got a whole bowl full, sis? Like, she had a whole stack of cards, right? Just pulling them out. I don't see Ryan's personality at me either. That's why I'm trying to figure out what is she seeing that we're not seeing, because she had a whole deck of cards of things that she liked about him, and we can't figure out what exactly it is. I was saying, like, oh, really? He compassionate? Oh, he funny? Like, where? And I'm just now starting to pick up on his sense of humor of some sort, but his facial expressions just don't give me anything. I never know what he's feeling at any point in time. Ryan is getting his Keisha Cole on. He just want it to be over. I just want it to be over. Hey, that was my song in high school. Okay, I had this little boyfriend that I was just wanted it to be over, but I was still loving him or whatever. I thought I was anyway, but I wanted it to be over because he kept hurting me and breaking my heart, but the young B wouldn't let him go. That's not the point. Okay, the point is, okay, Ryan just wanted to be over. Maybe they edit out all the good stuff. I'm pretty sure they did. We're going to get these little good stuff clips at the reunion that we're going to be like, y'all could have put that in the episode. Brad should have been matched with Gil. I think they would have been cute. I don't know. I don't know. I actually like Brad. I actually like Gil with Marla. But if Gil stopped calling out Marla and Marla just, stop complaining and just be open, I think they make a good couple. They match each other. I think they match each other very well. Ryan always looking sweaty. Not sweaty. You think so? Ryan just always look confused to me. Like he got that deer, what is it? The deer stuck in the headlights. He always got that look on his face like he don't know what's going on. It just be like, and then when stuff be happening, he just seemed like he's just not there. Like he's there, but he's not there. And I just need something from him. And I'm just still trying to figure out how all these people got put on this show to be matched. And they all got these daggone issues and problems with them. It's ridiculous. This may be editing. Yeah, definitely editing some good stuff out. I think it's a variety of things. The fact that she just want to be married. You think she just want to be married? That's what Gil is trying to get at. Gil is trying to get at the fact that he thinks that she just wants to be married. So that she don't really like him. She likes the idea of marriage. It's kind of like how Paige kept going after Chris last season. She just kept going off of him and she kept saying, "Oh, I think I fell in love with the idea of being married. I think I fell in love with the idea of being married." Like you think, because you shouldn't be married to him, sis. Sweaty and confused. That's more accurate. Okay, sweaty and confused. I don't know. I can't deal with him. He bothers me. I really be trying to figure it out, but it just don't be working. When it comes to Dagon, what's his name? Ryan. They should be on unmatchables. Absolutely. None of these people are fit to be married. The only person I feel is kind of fit somewhat to be married is Rachel. Rachel don't seem like she got too much going on with herself, okay? That's the narrative. You see the side. You see she's side eyeing him when he goes off script. What you mean? What you mean when he goes off script? Who be side eyeing him? Who we talking about, Alyssa? Who we talking about? Because I need to know. Yeah, I couldn't be the cameraman of production because filming with them has to be boring. Let me tell you, not filming with them. Watching them is freaking boring. Could you imagine being production and you gotta pull up a good scene and the scenes that we getting are the best scenes of them? Think about it. If you are producing the show and you're supposed to give out the best scenes you got in the closet, if those the best scenes that we can get from them too, then I think they just need to, Yes, birthday week. Hey, babe. Yes, it's birthday week all week, okay? I'm irritated that they keep making the same mistakes and matching these couples each season. Girl, they not making mistakes. They know exactly what they doing, because if they didn't do what they doing, we wouldn't have nothing really much to talk about, okay? We'll be sitting up there like, all these couples are going to work. They're so cute. We love them all. But they don't want that, okay? So they got to do some mismatching up here so that we could come and, talk about them and build the ratings up. No more Ryans. Point blank, period. That's all, okay? Point. No more Ryans. Johnny and Bauer are good, but they petty. This episode, I just feel like Bao really wants this. Really, really wants this so bad. So bad. Like, I just be like, oh, like she's like, I'm gonna win his heart. And I was like, really? It's so cute. And all he want to do is just screw. That's all he want to do. He think his idea of romance is screwing, okay? And if it ain't about screwing, then it ain't about nothing. If they don't end up in the bed at the end of the night, then of course he decides he don't like her no more. We definitely need an interview, okay? Because we need to figure out what is going on. Okay, why y'all keep doing this to us? ASAP, like, let me get the interview. I got some questions. We got some questions because if I get the interview, I'm definitely dropping the link. He probably like, I'm trying, they ain't giving nothing. Right? They not giving what's supposed to be gave. How we supposed to sit up here and give us some good content when they not doing nothing? Honey, they probably be in the house not even talking to each other. As soon as the cameras come on, they sit there and have these old, surface conversations, making it seem good or whatever. I don't know. But he said he not feeling the spark, so he not feeling the spark. And I'm just like, oh, I really wish he was feeling the spark because she's so into him. So into him. But I feel like maybe it's going to switch when she realized that he not. Hold up. Didn't he just say that he was in like with her like an episode or two ago? Didn't he just say he was in like with her and that he could see it getting past like? So now we ain't got no spark. These couples be all over the place. Either the editing is really off or they be all over the place. That's all I'm saying. That has Aqua Tricks. She makes the oddest faces. She really wants to be married. At least he's not being disrespectful to her. I can agree with that, okay? But is he being honest, Miss V? Like, just let's think about it. Is he being honest with her? Because you don't have to be, not being honest with her is just as bad because it's like leading her on. You don't want to be a Jose, okay, leading a girl on for 4 years and you don't want to be with her or whatever because she got kids, but you still going to use her and still date her and be with her for 4 years because she was fun, okay? We had fun together. What the heck is fun together? I'm about to slap him. Let me slap him now. Okay. Now or later, y'all. Now or later. Because he deserves a good slapping, that daggone Jose. If anyone stays the 4 weeks. At this okay. So at this point, who we think will at least stay the full 8 weeks? That's the question. I can see, hey Mia, I can see. Honestly, I don't think Michaela and Zach gonna make it the full 8 weeks. I think that Mila and Gil may make it the full 8 weeks. Jose and Rachel may not, because based on what I'm thinking from the next episode, when she called him another man's name, I'm thinking, that might be a no for him. Nah, it ain't gonna work out for him. Brett and Ryan, my bad. Oh, okay. Jose's ex allowed it 4 years too long. Will lay with you all while knowing. Okay. 4 years. Let me tell you. But that's the thing. Did he tell her he don't want somebody with kids? Because if he told you he didn't want nobody with kids, then now I'm trying to figure out, because where was these kids that when they was doing all this hanging out and having fun? Did she keep him away from the kids for 4 years? Because then obviously it wasn't that serious. I just don't understand. Like, why? Like, how? You would love to see Zach and Michaela on X on the Beach. Jose annoying as F. And guess he is. Oh my God. That little old man, okay? He gets so little with all this, conversation. But I do have a question. How would you guys feel if, Rachel told him if Rachel told you what she told them? Because remember, she said that she went out with her friends and she ended up having sex with somebody, and then she went home and told her boyfriend the next day. So Jose just like, should I even trust you? She like, that's all you can do at this point. But how would you handle that situation if you was Jose and your wife or husband told you that this has happened? Do you believe like it would happen again? Would you be scared to let them go outside and have some fun because they might have too much fun and want to come back home and not come back home at that point? Oh, it was long distance. Don't nobody be in no long 4 year. You know what? I watched too many episodes of Catfish, so I could believe it. 4 year relationship. They be in them relationships for like 15 years. I was like, I've never met them. How? And they be faithful too. Just stupid. Just stupid. Getting catfished out here. Okay. What you did before me is irrelevant. Okay. Jose is a prime candidate to get cheated on. Not he's a prime candidate. Listen, I feel like, what you did before me is on you. It's all on you at this point. Hey, Kelsey, girl, how are you? How is everything? How's your house and everything like that? Are you back home? You got lights? Like, what's going on? Watch Clickbait on Netflix. Yes. So I've been watching it. I haven't finished it yet. I think I just left off on the part where they realized that the girl who committed suicide, I think her brother was not the one who did it. Well, they don't. The sister don't believe he's the one who did it. And then my husband was like, I don't want to watch this no more, and turned it off. And I just never turned it back on. So that's that. And I'm gonna have to go finish watching it now that I'm on vacation. So Friday, I got some time, y'all, because we coming back tomorrow to talk about The Circle. I hope y'all caught up on The Circle. Okay. What's me, honey 4112 2002? I told you about that name, girl. Where do you think Zach would be going? I think he knows what he's doing. See, that's the thing. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all so focused on the fact that Michaela was having to fit with them daggone Clorox. But I'm focused on the fact that he didn't answer the phone call. Because I don't see why she would be holding on and being that mad if he actually handled the phone, if he actually answered the phone. Because I know y'all was saying on Unfiltered that he said he answered. But my thing is, if you answer me, I'm not going to be tripping like this. I'm not going to make up in my mind that you didn't answer, because she said it. She said, she said, but you act like I just be blowing up for nothing. Like, you be acting like I just be blowing up for nothing. I'm like, exactly. Something's going on. He's doing something. The way she handles conflict may not be the best way. No, it's not. But if someone's doing something to you that you feel may not be appropriate or you don't like it, you want to respond. So, like, He's so like, oh, I don't want nobody to respond like that. Okay, that's fine. You don't want to be with somebody who responds like that. But what are you doing to cause people to respond like that? You want to be able to do what you want to do, move single, not answer the text messages, not answer phone calls, and you walk into the house and they just be like, oh, that's cool, Zach. That's cool. Do you? No. Yes, please hit that like button, y'all. Please hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. All that good stuff. Share us out, join the family. Okay. Jose, okay, I think they had a fight before and he was just tired of her and didn't answer the calls. Okay. So this the part that I was a little confused about, y'all, because I need to understand something, right? He said that they had got back on good terms. Everything was fine, okay? And then Michaela said that she wanted to cancel the housewarming because she just didn't feel like a good space. She didn't want to be in one of those situations where they faking it till they make it, acting like everything okay, and it's not. So for her, it wasn't okay, but for him, it was okay. So she tried to cancel it, and that just took him over the top. So at this point, it's not even a simple fact of how the conversation went before y'all, because y'all was supposed to be, you were supposed to be over that. This is about her trying to cancel the housewarming. And I'm like, if she just said she wanted to cancel the housewarming, how is that being how is that like overreacting or being extra? She just sent him a text. I mean, I don't know what the text message said, or all of the words said, okay? But to sum it up is, I don't want to have this housewarming no more. Zach needs help in communication. He's the common denominator in all his relationships where the girls act like Michaela. Exactly. I felt that, because sometimes, like, I'm not saying it's the man. I'm not saying that, it's the what. What I'm saying is, if you are dealing with women acting out all the time, did you do something to make them act out? Everybody's not wilding out on you for nothing. Everybody, that's like all your exes saying you a liar. And you like, I don't like people who call me a liar. But why is everybody calling you a liar? Was it because you was lying? Now, Chloe, some people are unstable, but both individuals are responsible for their own actions. People can be triggered, but Michaela just likes to spaz out and expect others to consistently take it. You're right. I didn't say nope, you absolutely right. How she handled it is some BS to the top 10, okay? But that's wrong. It's wrong how she handled it. It's definitely wrong how she handled it. But at the end of the day, you can't keep doing stuff. You can't do something to somebody and expect them not to, wild out sometimes, because that's just like if I can be calm every time something happened, but the last time something happened, I could just blow up. And then it's like, oh, I don't want to be with nobody who act like that. Yeah, but I was being calm before you. Now you wilding out. Okay, now I need to go do something. I need to act out too. Hey, Kelsey girl, how's everything?
I'm doing okay. I went back to my parents' house in Alabama for a while. My house is okay for the most part. Like, some shingles and stuff blew off, but for the most part, I'm doing all right. A little damage, but the guy started fixing it yesterday, so we in good shape. But it's rained like the past week, so now it's like flooding here. But luckily I drive SUV, so it's fine. And I'm back with my little kiddos for the semester, so we're doing good down here in the Big Easy. But not everybody was as lucky, so because I got a couple kids that lost all their home and like, yeah, so all their stuff. So I got some little kiddos that they just don't have anything left. But yeah, it's rough. It's rough around here. Like, it's hard to get groceries. It's hard to really do anything. Yeah. So y'all just keep New Orleans in your prayers. We ain't washed away yet, but yeah.
That's so sad to hear. I'm just so happy that you and your family okay. You didn't lose too much. It's unfortunate that people lost a lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, they still here, and that's all.
Yeah, that's what matters. No, and it was so funny. I went to my parents, right, and then I went to the drugstore to get my medicine because I left some of it at home. So I thought, I'll be going a couple of days. It'll be all right. And then literally I was inside the Walgreens and a tornado touched down in Auburn, like 20 miles from where I was. I was like, I left one natural disaster and went to another one. I was like, I must be bad luck. No, but everyone's fine. I got fed way too much. So I got to get back on my diet, get back in the gym because I've been eating, that good southern food for a little too long. No, but Zach needs to run and Michaela needs to run too because both of them are not emotionally equipped to be married. He is low key a F boy. Like he's testing her to see like will she go tick tick boom, and she's
Mm.
testing him to see if he'll stay, and that's not okay. Neither one of that is okay. Like testing the other one to see what this is going to do. All that's going to do is keep the back and forth going, and that neither one of them can have a productive conversation. And my thing is, when the argument is over, it's over. Like how she canceled that party, that was just childish. And then the texting him saying, "Don't call me on this phone," this, that, and third. Like, now, do I agree he should have texted her and said, "Hey, I'm taking the dog to daycare"? Absolutely. But you also got to remember, he's never been married before. He's never really even had a relationship before. You know what I'm saying? Because 6, 9 months, that's not a long time. When you think about the grand scheme of things, when you think about people that have been together for years and years, that's not a long time. And so she doesn't know how to communicate, and she thinks it's cute being called Hurricane Kate. There's nothing attractive about that. That is why she has made it this far in life and she does not have a partner. I don't think they made it. I think he's a mama's boy, and her family has coddled her because she's the baby, and they've made it okay for her to act the way that she does. And instead of her saying, "What you did hurt my feelings," she then in turn does things to spite him, like canceling the party, telling him that he can't call her on this number, to text her on the. It just didn't make any sense. And she's has used sex to compensate for her disagreeable personality. Um, but he is someone that like he also has a lot of anxiety, and I understand him not wanting to stay there because at the end of the day, if she's acting like this with the cameras around, who knows what she would do to him when they're not there? Who's to say she wouldn't call the police, or he might wake up and she has a knife? Like, you never know. He doesn't know her, and they have the disadvantage of he got COVID, but even then she acted a fool over that. Like, you're concerned about not being able to be with your husband. This man has a life-threatening illness that could kill you, and he's trying to take care of you, but you couldn't. You get outside of yourself to see that. Bao and Johnny, they are washed. He only slept with her because he wanted some butt. Like, that was just pretty much it. Like, he trying to like go through the motions. Ryan don't like Brett. That's why he can't develop feelings for her, because she doesn't physically look like his type. Because he kept on her being redhead. He doesn't find her attractive, but he doesn't want to say it. He likes her personality, and he thinks she's friendly, fun, vibrant, the whole nine, but he don't like her. Jose, like Franny said, you shouldn't accuse somebody of being something unless they say that they are. That girl he was with for 4 years, she was a beard who didn't know she was a beard. Because you knew when you met this woman that she had kids. So you knew you didn't like that. So why did you waste her time? And better yet, why did you waste those kids' time? 4 years is a long time in a child's life. Think about it, from age 8 to 12, you do the most fundamental growing.
Do you think he actually knew the kids like that? Because
I think he
that
did.
was long distance.
I think he did, because this is my thing. I don't care if you've been dating somebody 4 years. This ain't like the old school back with our grandmama and them. Oh, that's Miss Betty's friend. No, we young. You didn't introduce your kids to this man. They know this man. And I don't know if the girl had baby daddy drama or what. He just didn't want to sign up for that. Who knows? Or but to me, he seemed like he wanted his own kids. This is what I feel. I feel like Jose wants to be married, not to be married, but to have children.
Yep.
I think he wants kids.
That's it right there.
And because he doesn't want to be the stereotypical Latino baby daddy, he feels like he has to get married first. And my thing is, what he doesn't realize with that whole joint account and doing the bills 50-50, if she pay on that mortgage, she is now entitled to half of that house. So everything that you have worked for, it becomes the manner to which I've become accustomed.
Yep.
So if he is as smart as he tries to play like he is, he would want separate. And he tried to shame her at that housewarming party by bringing out that whiteboard and saying, "This is all that I have. All you have is that 815 credit score and your savings." Because I guess when you sit on your money, you're 6 feet tall. But he doesn't have, he is a lot, him and Johnny are a lot of the same. They want to insert a life. They don't want a real person. Now I do agree with Johnny about Bao not taking a bath. Like that's just nasty. And I know she said on the after show that she does take a bath every day. Maybe no, you don't. Because if you took a bath every day, he wouldn't bring that up.
I think he's more concerned about her taking a bath at night. Because he just said, "I really want you to take a bath at night," and she just was saying, like, I'm not taking a shower every night. Like, I might take mine in the morning, but I'm not taking it every night. And I think that's where everyone's ran with it as the fact that she don't wash the papaya that he's not trying to eat.
Yeah, personally, having looked at her hair and how greasy it is, she does not do regular hygiene. There's just like her skin, her hair tells that she doesn't do regular hygiene. Because at 35, most likely you don't have acne anymore like a teenager. You don't have greasy skin like a teenager anymore, most likely. And Asians are known for their good skin.
I'm breaking out currently.
Well, you know, it's what's in your hand that's breaking you out.
I think I think I need to change my makeup brushes at this point because it's literally right here.
Oh yeah, I change mine every 6 months because like no matter how much you wash them, they're still gonna be nasty. For my albums, I buy the little cheap ones off Amazon. But yeah, no, she don't bathe regularly. She used that bidet and them wipes. And while that's great, you know, for a freshen up, I do agree with him that you do need to take a shower before you go to bed because like we're still in a pandemic and germs and you know, it just cleanliness. Like I was always raised, you don't lay next to a man if you ain't clean.
Look, my husband, after 9 years, 10 years, he won't touch me if I don't get in the shower at night. He'd be like, "You gotta go wash the day away. Okay, you gotta wash the day."
Yeah, away. Absolutely. You gotta wash the day away and take a shower, oil up, you know, get fresh. And Mirla, I don't see it for her and Gil. But I don't think she's the villain that they're trying to paint her out to be.
No, I feel like Mirla at this point, it's Gil bothering me, honey.
Yes, like he is low key insecure about the fact that she makes so much money than him, so much more money than him, and she has so much more savings. And I'm just wondering, like, I get sending money back to your family in Colombia, but why is your savings rolled into that?
Exactly, that you can't touch, but then you want to sit there and call out how she got all these nice things and she got all this stuff.
But yeah, her savings, like, and it was clear by his face that her savings is significantly more than his. And now I do agree with him on the fact that she took him to that restaurant just because of that drink. I do think that was wrong, but I also think that's where you're young in your relationship, where you want to share what you like with someone. And you don't necessarily take into consideration what they would like. And I think the reason he didn't like the restaurant, because if they have a Chanel No. 6 drink, they got Chanel No. 6 prices.
Yep.
And if he's the man, then that means he got to pay. So I think that it was more so of that than anything. But I do agree with him saying, you know, I don't want to be a prop. But
the thing is, I get him not want to be a prop, but she said she want to go out at least twice a month. And he like, I'd rather eat at home. Well, all the other days in the month, you want to be eating at home? What's at least twice a month? You're supposed to have some type of date night with your husband, your spouse, all, you know, to keep it fresh.
Yeah, keep it fresh. And I think he, and then the
drink was $13. That's not too bad. They usually around about $8-9 at the bar.
Yeah, like, I mean, I've paid $13 for a drink at the bar before. I like top shelf liquor, but that's a different story. When you grow up, your grandma owns, you know, a liquor store, you learn. But no,
not y'all being private eye investigators out there trying to figure out how much the drink was. They the worst.
I mean, it's not hard to Google the drink and Google Houston. Like, that's not hard.
Oh,
But no, I think that was the Chanel No. 6 prices that he had a problem with. And I think he feels uncomfortable in very fancy places. Um,
yeah.
and I think it's because of the way that he grew up. And I also feel like there are people like Gil kind of reminds me of my dad. Like my dad is someone he makes, a significant amount of money, but you would never know it looking at him because he's comfortable just sitting at home doing nothing. Where my mom is more like a Mirla. She
Mm.
likes to dress, she likes to go out, she likes to do things. But my dad and them being married for so long understands that like sometimes I gotta go places I don't want to go. Just like my mom, sometimes she got to go to Sears and she don't want to go, but she gonna go. But he knows she want to go out, to the restaurant, and when they come down here, she wants to go to the mall or whatever. It's the give and take. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that. I think it's because they're so young. Yeah, yeah, he's taking care of two households, and he don't make enough money. But even though that money is like 5 or 6 times more in Colombia, he still isn't making a lot of money. And at the same time, unless his mom is disabled, she need to get a job.
He should look. I don't mind with you. It is. I hate. My husband just took out the trash, and I feel like now I got two mosquitoes flying around here. They're gonna drive me crazy all freaking night. But
I agree, Alyssa.
I just feel like Gil's insecure.
Very much
He
so.
doesn't have the savings that he think he should have. That he should have. So to avoid having to put it out, to avoid saying I don't got it, he'd rather just not do stuff. So that it can
hmm
just be like, I'd rather just do this. I'd rather just eat at home. Like everyone's not penny pinching Gil. And I don't even understand why they would match Mila with Gil, knowing that she's gonna want a man. And she's not even asking for him to take care of her though. She's
Yeah.
not asking for that. She said that, he's gonna have to start saving, blah, 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 because she wanna get a house, she wanna get kids. She didn't say he gotta buy me a house. She never said that. She said we gotta get a
Exactly.
house and stuff like that. And she's not settling for anything less. But what she's saying she's not gonna do is do all of this with a husband who's not doing none of it. Like I'm not
And
gonna
she,
just go
was,
buy a house.
and she wasn't going to dim her light and dim what she likes and can afford to please you.
Exactly.
To me, Mirla reminds me of Woody from the New Orleans season. And she needs an Amani because Amani like let Woody do what he needed to do.
But keep him on track.
But see, I think it's different when it's the man making all the money and the woman's because you're used that's that way society dictates it. And I think if she was giving him some kind of like intimacy, I think he would have less to complain about.
Mm.
I, like I,
Hello, Mary.
Hey, ladies.
I miss you. You haven't been up here in a while, but I haven't dropped a link in a while either. So what's going on? How are you?
I've been in the comments. I've been at work.
So what you got to say? Because I know you came up here to say what you got to say, girl.
Kelsey said it right. Zach is an F boy, and he's a gaslighter too.
yes, ma'am.
Mm.
And also, I just want to say for Zach, I think that what he did was wrong. To poor little Michaela, she didn't expect that from that young boy that second night, and I just want to say the girl is hooked and she don't know what to do.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what it was.
yeah, she definitely like stuck. Like
Yeah,
that reminds me of a couple of my cousins. Like they pretty boys and they seem real sweet and like well mannered, But on the end, because they're such mama's boys, they know how to manipulate women.
So,
And
so do you think that he actually texted her back, or do you think he didn't?
I honestly don't know. And really, it don't even make a difference either way.
I think that I think it didn't make a difference. I think Michaela was mad that she waited 10 days for to be with her husband.
Mm-hmm.
He went to sleep
Slept in
with
the
the
living
dog,
room with the dog.
and she fell asleep waiting on him to come in there. So
Hmm.
when she woke up and hadn't got her none, then she was real mad.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's
And
all it was.
that's
It-
but my thing is, why isn't your dog at your house?
Because that's his house now.
No, what I'm
yeah,
saying is the dog had a hard time sleeping because it was in an uncomfortable environment. Until the dog got used to her, the dog should have stayed where it was comfortable.
I truly think Zach was probably still tired from the COVID.
Oh,
And,
that makes sense.
and he did not feel like being bothered.
Right. He was just tired, and his dog is his comfort. So I think that's what it was. But that whole little, when he came in the last time on this last episode, sitting on the couch, that was a whole. That was a whole. It's been long enough. I'm trying to get some apology right there. I said, "Ooh,
Yeah,
look at this."
exactly. He's trying to brush past the issue, and she the type she wanted, but she want to be right more than she wanted.
But no, she wanted. Look,
I
she
felt
wanted, but
like
she won't make him work for it.
I felt like she felt like he didn't want to, like she just gave into him because he wasn't trying to hear her out. When I was watching the conversation,
I agree with that.
Zach was trying to say what he wanted to say, make his point, not hear her out, because she literally at one point just stopped talking and was like, And I've been there before where I just know, like, I'm not even about to do this because it's not going to go anywhere. It's not, you're not trying to even hear my point of view. So I'm just going to say, so we could be done. And I felt like that's what happened because I don't really think they resolved anything at that point, right?
They never resolved anything and they still haven't. They just let things fester. And like when they had the conversation with Pastor Cal, that should have been the end of the argument. But she is the one that she wanted him to say, I was dead wrong. Like she wants you to be dead to rights wrong. And it's like, you got to have rules of engagement. Like she got to stop cussing and he got to stop cussing.
Yeah.
You want to know something? But I feel like I'm saying this because I'm a cursor, right?
I am too. But like, you don't know somebody.
People were saying, like she said, "Oh, he's a mother effing liar." She said, "You a goddamn lie," right? And I was thinking, like, I don't know if that was me not paying attention to it because if I feel like my husband lying to me, I'm like, you effing lying. And for us,
but
I may not take.
You didn't call him one.
To it.
But you didn't call him one.
You right. Did she call him one day?
Yeah. She said that you are a GD MF and lie. Like, and it was a hard like GD like MF and lie.
Yeah.
But I didn't really feel like it was that bad because he cursed at her last episode. I ain't seen
but it was like he said shit though. He didn't say that hard of a cuss word. But I also feel like this. You and your husband know each other, and then it's also where you're from. Like New Yorkers, New Jersey, like y'all cuss. Like for real. Like y'all would just cuss somebody out in the middle of Fifth Avenue and keep fucking trucking. But like in the South, like I'm a cursor, but because I work with kids and I have to like tone that down. Yeah. And like, I know when I talk to somebody, like I have to like there are certain people in my life that I know I can't cuss when I talk to them because it makes them go to 10 or it makes them retreat. Because you don't know what someone grew up with. You don't know if like their mother always cursed them out and said, you ain't shit, you are, growing up. Because she don't know his background yet. So you don't know.
I feel like he be cursing too, okay? Because
I do too, but what I'm saying is.
Because Imani will curse you out in a minute, honey.
Oh, yeah. Like down here in New Orleans, they'll cuss you out and pray for you at the same time. But I feel like because they're so new, there needs to be a level of what you won't do and what
rules,
you won't say. Like
there
needs to be rules of like engagement. Like there needs to be non-negotiables, like how we're going to settle arguments. Like all of that could have been solved with a conversation. And if you're someone that can't get your words out, then write it down. Like write it down and say, hey, these are my rules and give it to them and then have them read it and say, what is your interpretation of this? Okay.
They got a long way to go though. They definitely got a long way to go.
They're both very immature. And I feel like they got picked because they needed a black couple. Like, I don't think they got picked because they were the right, like I just feel like I honestly feel like they both are very immature. And when her family did all this stuff about Hurricane K, that should have disqualified her automatically. And the fact that he had no long-term relationships should have disqualified him as well.
I think that our whole problem is I done told Montre, man.
Is Montre fault?
No, what they did. It's Montre. Now he's the executive producer of the whole show.
Oh,
What?
He used to
You
just
had to come up. Okay.
yeah. So he used to just produce
Like, like,
last like ever since like they was in
like segment.
started in North Carolina, I think.
Yeah.
No, since the last what was that DC?
When they
Whenever
were
they had our girl what the line boy. What was the line boy?
with
He
Mika
lying
and
all the time
Michael, Mika was like, Mantra,
about his job and how much
Mantra,
money he made and all that. I can't think of her name.
Mika.
Mika.
Mika. Mika
He was
and Michael.
Yeah,
like,
ever
you
since
can have him.
Mika, he had been he had been lying, and so Montre he been creating all this drama for my peoples, and I don't appreciate it. He making us look bad.
But
Okay,
I also
so
feel
he
like
said that.
go ahead.
He said that they had the conversation and Michaela both faced lies to Zach and his mama. I think that's what the outrage is about, right? The simple fact that she said she handled conflict one way and then she went and handled it another way. Not the simple fact that she handled it that way, but more so the simple fact that she knows that that's not how you're supposed to handle it. She acknowledged that that's not how she handled it, and then she went and handled it that way.
And she thinks it's cute, like on the actor show, she laughed about it. I'm like, there's nothing cute about that. There's nothing cute about showing your behind.
But you want to know what, Kelsey? And I was just telling them this the other day that people really do, because I was once that girl who thought it was cute to be toxic, okay? And even now in today's music, it's kind of like promoting toxicity in relationships, okay? Like the Cardi B song when she was like, you got to argue with him because you know he like a toxic, like, like they're promoting it, and sometimes it comes off as if you think it's cute. And I've had even my husband tell me a few times, like, you act like that because your family baby because they let you act like that, they let you get away with that, and that's why you act like that. So but that took self-growth.
Absolutely.
That's understanding, and that's why I was saying, like, maybe Michaela just needs to self-reflect and realize that if I don't straighten up, I'm gonna lose my man.
I don't think they lasted. I think they didn't last. Because for one, he is the type, he runs away at confrontation. Like I honestly don't feel like they have it to give. And then honestly, they just aren't a good match because neither one of them are good communicators. And when you have two people who can't communicate, it's never going to work. You need at least one person that can communicate.
Girl, after he gave us that whole story about the bees in the book, I was confused.
I wasn't confused, but like he went around this, like I got what he was trying to say. It was basically like, you know how your mom used to tell you, don't put your hand on the stove because you're going to get burned. And then you do it and then you get burned, but then you go back and you think it's not going to happen again. Same thing. But he just went around the corner up the block with it. Yeah, she really.
Brooklyn said Zach is not the trigger. She's just a whole contradiction, and that's just on period. Okay.
Yeah, she really is a contradiction because and my thing is when she said it, I knew she was lying.
Michaela got a bachelor's degree in communication. Get the F out of here.
Which that's what I'm saying to y'all. That's why I give her no leeway. Because this girl, she is a realtor, which means she has to have some form of communication to be able to sell a home. Because that's one of the major purchases people are going to make in their lifetime, right? Is a home. That's a lot of money. So you have to be able to communicate. You have to be able to tell what people's needs are. You have to be able to, strategize, all that kind of stuff.
Exactly, JM.
The degrees don't mean nothing because
she probably was just, copying and pasting and revising some words in her pages. And her,
Absolutely. No, she Michaela is
don't run from this. Right. See, hold on, because this is what I was, in my opinion, right? Like Ramel said, in my opinion, I believe in space. But if we are married, don't run from situations like that. Not right, because that's not right, because to me and for me of you leave out. Wait, if you leave out that door, stay out.
Yeah.
So that's my whole point. I was just trying to say, like, in a marriage, it's gonna be times where you have disagreements. There's gonna be times where you argue.
Absolutely.
In a marriage, there are gonna be times where you say things that you will regret. You will say things that you wish you would have never said to each other, but you have to be willing to work through it. If I some of the things I probably said to my husband and some of the things he's probably said to me, if we got up and ran, oh, there would be none of that today, because you have to be willing to fight and understand each other. And I think that people are still saying, oh, they just met, and that's cool. But at the end of the day, they just got married. They're married. This isn't a boyfriend and girlfriend situation. You went, you wanted to be married. So you have to treat this like a real marriage. And at the end of the day, you need to figure out, how are you going to work through this? Okay, he said this to you, you said this to her. So now we're going to harbor on this. We still going to be upset with each other. We still going to argue with each other.
And I agree. I agree, but this is the part where I give him slight slack, even though I wouldn't have left. Just the way in which, like, her personality and the way that she came at him and how she just went from 0 to 10, that is unsafe. Because if the situation was reversed and that was a man doing that to a woman, y'all would say, is she safe being there with him? Like, is he going to put his hands on her? Yeah, Zach isn't innocent in this at all. Like, he is a major gaslighter. Like, he is a throw the rock, hide the hand type of person.
She believes that it's okay, so Zach should be okay with it.
Yeah, I agree absolutely. Her family has coddled her and given her behavior a nickname in a way to spin it into being cute. No, what should have happened is y'all should have got this girl some therapy when her daddy died, so she could have dealt with the abandonment issues that she felt and the resentment and hate she had with the person that killed him in that driving accident. So now every other man in her life has to now suffer for the abandonment that she feels based on from her father. Her father didn't leave her intentionally, but she is going to create a quote unquote car wreck to see if they stay.
Oh, Cliff said we got to let somebody else talk.
Yeah.
Rosemary, you got to just jump in, girl.
Yeah. Well, y'all know, look, I was waiting. My stuff had broke before, but no, I was saying, no, I know, with Michaela, she said that with her family, how the way they fight, your family teaches you how to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And so she said that her mom and dad used to do that, and that's not what she wanted to do. But what you want to do and what you know to do are two different things.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. And Zach come from where his daddy a doctor, his mom was a lawyer. He learned how to argue healthy.
Mm-hmm.
She learned how to fight. Like, nah, I'm gonna win this, and I'm gonna do cuff. But when it came to that cussing at him, I kind of flinched a little bit because I was like, ooh,
I agree.
Ooh, that hurt my spirits. Like, oh, and I've known I can be a cusser when I want to, but with them not knowing each other, it was too much, and it was like real unnecessary. Now my boy, what's his name? Johnny. I agree with you, Kelsey. He slept with that girl just to he was going to keep on trying to throw the romance on until he got Bow in the bed, and that's all that was for him.
Oh yeah, he just
men after so long they need sex, and she right there, and like maybe she been watching a butt a little regular, so he like let's go and see what it is.
But my thing with Johnny is that seems like that's all Johnny wants.
That is all he wants.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's very clear that's all he wants.
Because he learned how to fight from his daddy. He finna take off. He out of there. He done got what he wanted. Who going 100? Who going 100 dates? Come on now. And you ain't found nobody.
And right. And how did you get on Married at First Sight? Like, I don't understand. Like, these people don't have the potential.
Right. They ain't lining up right.
I think too, they also lie. Like, I think they lie, and like these are all educated people, so they present well.
I think that what they should do is have other people around you, like them friends that they get. I think that they're the ones who should fill out that application, because there's a way that you see yourself, and there's a way that everybody else see you.
Right, they should talk to the exes Talk to the exes.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I don't really say that because you might have a really vengeful ex that just don't want
Right.
to see you happy.
But
Yeah, but
I'm
the
saying
exes
like,
also want to tell the truth. If something happened,
yeah.
revengeful or not, they will tell what it is. Like, at least if it's all bad, at least you know what the bad qualities of that relationship was. Because everyone's gonna put out the best side of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's true. But I don't know about the exes thing because I got an ex. He hate my guts to this day. Like I'm telling y'all, if I was on fire, he wouldn't pee on me.
All
Like,
my
like
look,
he hates
all
my.
of mine
Why
love
though?
me.
But why though?
You want to know
All of
why?
mine love me, Kelsey, and I don't know what happened.
Y'all want? No, okay.
No, because we want to see if it's a valid reason. We want to see if it's a valid reason.
I should start doing story time. No, okay. So here's the reason. Yeah, I had to get a restraining order against this man. So like, yeah. So he was a firefighter like Gil, and I mean, like he was this. It started out real sweet, right? But then homeboy started showing up at my school, at my job. Like I couldn't, like I had to call. Like I had to like, come up. I'm like, yo, like this man won't quit following me. Like he won't quit. Like it's getting a little bit too much. Like he wanted to get married. He wanted me to quit school, stay at home, like have a bunch of babies. Like nah, he said he only like vanilla sex. JM. Val was
no, that's not true. Johnny don't like no vanilla sex. Remember, I told y'all.
Oh yeah, he said he liked to get spanked.
No, yeah, he said, "Oh, I said I don't see him the type that only like vanilla sex, man. Now look at him up there wanting all the kinky stuff. Okay, we're talking about something we get to do whatever I want in the bedroom. What is whatever you want, Johnny? Because in I can only think of a few positions, you know, a few extra side activities. What you trying to get done in this bedroom?
And my thing is, you say you don't eat papaya, so what we gonna do?
Eat the papaya.
Right.
Like, no, but I had to get a restraining order against this man, y'all. And like I mean, it was rough. Like, I mean, he almost lost his job, the whole nine. But I was like, it was to the point where like he would show up to my house, the security guard wouldn't let him in. It was rough out here in the streets, girl. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just exit because you're doing a little too much. And we was only together like 6 months.
Oh, Kelsey did something.
That's different.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do that thing he didn't like.
Kelsey's a Zach. Kelsey's a Zach. I see what's going on now. And we just.
I'm saved.
He got what he wanted from Val, and he's done. Right, he got what he wanted from Val. He's done. My thing with Johnny is he overthinks everything, and he's in his head a lot. Yes, but then he want to sit there and say Val in her head a lot. Okay, now he feels better after they have said very sketchy. Exactly. He was just not liking everything about this girl. Now all of a sudden he's so into her. Right.
No, I don't like how he'll bring up a heavy topic and then don't want to discuss it once he didn't say what he had to say.
Exactly.
Like, he told that girl he wasn't sure and whatever. Like if I was Val, he wouldn't have got nothing from me.
Right. Val is a better woman than me because we're not going to sleep.
No, she played herself is what she did.
Yeah.
I was like, ain't no way he was going to drop a bomb on me like that and talk about something we going to go to sleep. No, we not.
Right.
Wake up, Johnny. Wake up.
Right. Like it would have been like Tanisha off of Bad Girls. I didn't get no sleep because of y'all. Don't get no sleep because of me.
The whole pot. Like ain't nobody get no sleep in this house tonight, honey. We got
not today.
And my thing is, she played herself by giving him by having sex with him because now he had nothing to work towards.
But that's because she really wants him.
She wanted to sleep with, but she wanted to sleep with him anyway. She had already said that.
But yeah, that and then she and to me, I feel like subconsciously because he didn't pay her no dust and he ghosted her back in the day, she wanted to be able to say, well, at least I got this, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, because remember, Val said that she had. Remember when Michaela said it had been a few weeks before she had done something. Before she had, when they were at the engagement party, at the bachelorette party, and they were talking about it had been a few weeks, and Val was like, that long? And then,
yeah, I think Val is somebody that likes a lot of sex because a lot of times when you are someone that's highly educated, you like to be highly stimulated.
Mm-hmm.
And so therefore you like a lot of sex. It's just like men that work out a lot. They like to have a lot of sex because they have a high testosterone level.
Yep.
Remember, you low down. I don't want you to know that. Friend, you low down.
No, they both some freaks. I ain't gonna hold you, okay? They probably be getting lit.
They do.
Yep.
You know what though? What I want to know is low key Jose and Rachel though. Cause like they tried to sneak past, like, you know, try to sneak that past, like, oh, we ain't really been doing nothing.
I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to envision that. I don't even want to.
Jose be saying some suspect things to me. Like
for real,
Yeah.
like, and I ain't trying to like talk about the man, because you know, poor man being metrosexual and looking nice and whatever.
yeah.
But just it's something about Jose that say to me he like men too, and I'm like, I don't like to put that on nobody. You know, as someone that's to be a counselor, I don't want to put no label on nobody. But if he came to my office, I would literally diagnose him on his papers as this man has mood adjustment disorder, and he is questioning his sexual identity.
I don't think it's a question. I think
he had Blue Cross and Blue Shield. I would write that on his notes.
I don't think it's a question. I think he just ain't telling.
You think so?
I think that, you know, because y'all saw the hug with Johnny. He almost kissed him. Now you say what you want to say, but we saw what we saw, and that's just it.
Just like Johnny tried to give the bro hug, and Jose was like, "No, let me give you the cuddle hug."
Right.
Yeah, he tried to give
I'm not messing with
He definitely tried to give the cuddle hug, but nah, I just feel like, to be honest, well, we really are sleeping on Brett and Ryan because everybody else got more drama. But
y'all, I don't understand. Look, let me tell y'all something. I think Jose has a lot of feminine energy, and he definitely was here for that hug. He broke down in that poor man's arm, okay? And the hug was real nice and genuine. But they have a bromance anyway, y'all. Remember?
Yeah, they do have a bromance because he helped Johnny pick out that ugly outfit. And I was just like, no, my sister said, well, maybe he ain't get because that outfit was ugly. I said, that don't mean nothing.
Give me one second. One second. Of course, so you guys, the link, I'm putting it in the chat. You're all welcome to join in. If it gets too full, then I'll just drop off, you know, first one's in, first one's out type of situation. Everyone's welcome to come and say what they got to say. You can show your face. You cannot show your face. Just be respectful to everyone, okay? Everyone's opinion matters. There is no right or wrong opinion because we don't know these people in real life and we don't know what's going on in real life. With that being said, if you are enjoying yourself, like this video and subscribe, okay? Did you like it? Did you like it? Please like it and subscribe, okay? With that, now let's get back into this conversation. Hey, Cliff, welcome.
Hey, Cliff.
Cliff, energy.
How you doing? What'd you say?
Watch your energy.
Don't tell me about my energy. I'm gonna let you slide because it was your birthday. Hey, you enjoyed your birthday?
You know I did. And I had fun with y'all last night.
That's what's up. Hey, Rosemary. Hey, Kelsey.
Hi.
I wanted to say something about what is his name? Zach. I think y'all listen. The young lady. What's her name? Michelle? Or was it Michelle?
Michaela.
Oh, Michaela. Damn, I was all off. All right, Michaela.
Have you even been watching it?
Listen, I've been watching somewhat. I've been watching when y'all on. This is my thing. She was wrong the way she handled it, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm not too crazy about him either. Mm-hmm. And I understand like her outburst, but that running is a problem. Like he gives me running, and I see men and women doing. I guess because I date women, I see women who do that. I never really see men do that. But they just show me they out there too. And the way he handled things, just go away from problems, is crazy to me. It's like, how are you going to be in a marriage and do that?
It's like, I'm not saying she. He says what he wanted to say. It's over.
Listen, that man, he'll run and be a track star, okay?
Yeah, and to me, that's more of a problem in a marriage than her. Her personality. I feel you could tweak her personality. Mm-hmm. I think she got some things she gotta. I think she need to go to counseling, especially the way she feel about losing her dad and certain things, which is understandable. Mm-hmm. I think it's certain things she need to handle, but I don't think he's helpful with it. Mm-hmm. And that's my problem. And don't get me wrong, I'm not with y'all should know my personality for being up here. I ain't with nobody talking to me crazy, especially my woman, because that's the last person who should talk to you like that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like if you're married, let's try to work it out. And to me, she seemed like she'll try to work hard.
Wait, hold on, Cliff, 1 second. I have a question.
Okay.
Did they say that Zach ran because there was something else that happened that production cut off and he protected himself? Did that conversation happen? Did we read that somewhere? Did he say that? Because I just
when I say run, I'm talking about run from problems.
No, I'm reading her. I'm reading Anita's
comment.
So what she's saying is that something else happened, that Zach is actually running and he doesn't want to. He doesn't feel safe with Michaela.
Well, I know he left when they had the group retreat, but she kicked the door and all that kind of stuff. So I would have left.
That's coming up, but I'm talking about now. For him to act the way he's acting, as far as this episode, the last 2 episodes is concerned,
I don't know, like, because I fell asleep. I ain't gonna front like that.
I also was wondering, did he even see the video of her going off with those Clorox wipes? Because I know we saw that, right? So of course
that was the surveillance cam. He didn't see that.
Yeah. So if we just going based off their conversation, I don't see why he would be in fear of his life.
Besides, we don't know what she said to him though. Like he didn't. Maybe he just didn't air her out.
You think that's just all speculation? Okay, I was just wondering if it was.
Like, there's nothing that like I saw for. Yeah. It's my speculation too, Miss Nita. I don't know for sure, but it definitely seems like it was something else going on. And then too, like, you also got to understand, like, what you can take may not be what someone else can take. Like, what you may deem as small, they may deem as big. Mm-hmm. Like, if you grow up in a household where everybody talk respectfully, nobody cursed, really, it's one thing to curse, nothing to curse at somebody.
That's true.
And so if you grow up in a household where that doesn't happen, and that's not okay, and there are rules of engagement and how you speak to each other and treat each other, her cussing him out or doing those small petty things may have triggered something in him that says, okay, I don't want to deal with this.
Okay, I felt that.
And I can respect that. But my point is, he's married to her now. You wasn't picking your mate. You came on the show and you let them pick.
And you were going to take.
So now you're gambling with the type of person. All I'm saying is, if decision day come and he don't want to stay with her, that's their business. My point is, when you have a problem, try to work it out. Talk to her. Like, to me, you can. She got like she could be off the hook, it seemed like, but I feel like you could bring her down.
And to your point, Cliff, like how you said, talk it out. You got to teach people how to treat you, and that doesn't happen if you do a Usain Bolt every time she cuss you out. If you are running every time she cusses, then that's just proving to her that you're going to be a runner. But if you stand in who you are as a man and say, listen, this is how you're going to talk to me. And if you don't talk to me in this manner, then I'm going to go. So you have now set the boundary and ground rule for how you're going to be treated in the manner in which you're going to be spoken to. So once that has been done and it has been violated, she has no one to blame but herself. You did not leave. You set a boundary. The boundary was broken. So in order for you to maintain your dignity and self-respect, you have left. That's the difference.
Right. So this is the thing. Like Desiree, okay, she gave us it right now. She said that she told him you were MF a liar. Then she moved out and she told him, don't ever call me, just text me from a certain number. She petty as hell.
Nah, she's petty. Listen, when she told him he was a liar, though, he should have checked that right there.
Because that's what we were just talking about, Michelle. Zach curses too. It's one thing if y'all both be cursing, because it's times I cursed at my husband, it's times he cursed at me, not on some real disrespectful stuff, but like just just curse because we curse. So like
I don't like that. I don't curse.
If he curses, it could just be come out that way and not intentionally being that intended that way. Like that's leave me the F alone. But do I really mean leave me like F alone? No, because we just talk like that type of situation. You know what I'm saying?
But
you know what? He need to say that to her.
Y'all talk, though. Y'all both
He need to say that to her.
I don't think he was bothered by the cursing.
I think he was.
He had to be bothered about something.
I think he was bothered at the more so of the fact that she was overreacting, not so much by what she was actually like just being like saying out of her mouth. Because like even the other day he cursed at her. I think he was just upset that she was really upset that he was upset that she was really upset.
I think it was a
So
combination.
you think it's that tone?
It could be the tone.
I gotta agree. I agree with Cliff and with Kelsey. Kelsey, like she said, you have to teach people how to treat you. I think Brooklyn said it too, but that's one thing I always teach my boys. But and I agree with Cliff when he said that you came into this not knowing who they were gonna pick for you, and so you ride this thing out until at least halfway through when they give you the choice to say yay or nay.
Yeah, she has no self-emotion regulation.
I don't know what's up with all these men running. What in the world?
I think it's a combination of mine and Zach and Michaela's generation of before men would just stay in things they weren't comfortable in, and now in that there are some men that are more emotionally in tune with who they are, they will just get their stuff and go. Does that make it right? No, but that's how they deal with things. But that's also something that he should have checked before he came on the show, because she doesn't mind confrontation, but he doesn't like confrontation at all. In his confrontation, he had her dead to rights with how she acted a fool and did all this stuff. He didn't teach her how to treat him and how to talk to him. And she didn't know how to express when I woke up and you were gone and I texted you and I called you, which doesn't make any sense as to why he wasn't answering her phone calls or her text messages either. Because in this generation, we're glued to our phones.
Girl.
So I don't, and the whole, I get you saying don't wake her up, but a text message wasn't going to wake her up.
That's what I said. Something about it seems sus. And I've been saying it's something about that.
It's those small incongruences that he has done. That's the simple, the gaslighting to me. It's the friend said he's going to test you. And that's his way of testing to see if she's going to act like his exes.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, Kelsey. Hey, Ramel, what's going on?
Nice to meet you, Chloe. Hello, everybody.
What up, Ramel?
Hey, Ramel.
So what's going on? Because you got a lot to say in the comments. So what you got to say?
Yes, I keep the same energy, but from those like Kelsey and Cliff probably remember me from a millennial mom. So I keep the same energy.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Good time.
I would say this, to be honest, this season is the worst. Boring. I'm only watching it because YouTubers you and different YouTubers. I love hearing other people's opinions.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm continuing to watch it to see what you, Misha, and the rest of y'all got to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
You got a point.
Other than that, I would not continue to watch it. My favorite season is Imani and Woody's, and then it's Beth and Jamie's season. Those are my two top favorite seasons. The rest I don't care about.
So what do you think makes this the worst season?
I feel like it's just, I don't know. Ain't nobody really
liking each other.
That, and then it's they not giving you nothing to oh my God, I can wait for next week. Even though last season was a train wreck and it was draining, at least whether we liked Chris or not, we was all tuning in.
That's
or the
true.
Next day on Thursday. Come on now, or at least on season 11 with Imani and Woody. That's actually the first season that I was interested in all 5 couples.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the best. New Orleans had the best season in my opinion. New Orleans and the first season were the best 2 seasons in my opinion.
And then with this season, they just, I don't know. Jose, I just feel like he needs Jesus. Rachel, I feel like she go with the flow type of girl. It's
he's conforming to him, right?
What you say?
He's conforming to Jose, right? Like she said she wasn't going to do.
She's conforming to what he would like for her to be. Rachel, when they were at the farm picking the plants and how she had an idea what she wanted. Yeah. He knew what he wanted, and because he's the cook, she let him have his way.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's I couldn't hear you, but I hear you now. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with her. To be honest, I ain't trying to get in a business, but I don't even how that sex life is because the way he is and with her, it's like, ugh, I don't, like, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like, how y'all,
yeah,
how do y'all get to that point?
It don't seem like it
Who
fits.
say what? Who do what? Who touch what? Who make a look? Who about their lips and say, "Ooh, let's go to the room"?
Nobody's doing that. They lying.
Who biting their lips saying, "Let's go to the room"?
Yeah, like who's making the move?
So you bugged out for that.
Yeah, my question is who
It's a
doing
good
the touching and who doing the touching and the poking is my question.
Y'all not right. Y'all getting up here acted up.
Okay,
y'all thought the same thing. And she said the type she might.
What you was saying, Rosemary? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I said I'm dead. I was laughing, Romeo. And Romeo and Kelsey, they hilarious.
Y'all know y'all thought it too. Mirabelle ain't wrong.
Yeah, and you know another thing, Mirla, I will say this about her. It's not like she the worst person ever, because Chris gonna forever be the top #1 worst person. I don't care what next season bring. Chris gonna always be #1 worst castmate. Mirla, it's not like it's like how can I explain it? I don't want to be around her in real life. Like, I feel like they is kind of giving her like a little bit of a bad edit, but I feel like she really is that way. But Gil, he talked too much for one.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't. I'm gonna need him to stop talking about her finances, because you
broke.
Be quiet, Gil. Be quiet, Gil. Go try to get that Columbia account, because you need to be talking. And then he come back. Remember, he came back from that little meetup with the guys and was talking to the Mirla about it. It's like, dude, like,
he was gossiping like a woman.
Yeah. Thank you, Kelsey.
You know what though? That's what married people do.
Yeah,
that is true though. That is true.
That's true.
Like, oh, that's what happened. And then when he could at least waited till the camera was gone. Like, what are you doing?
Right.
But you know what though, Millie didn't say nothing.
I'm sorry.
Millie didn't say nothing because she didn't want to be seen later on talking crap.
Mirla is there for a check, okay?
Okay.
I feel like she signed up to really find somebody, and y'all know she said from the beginning she didn't want no bald man. She seen he was bald, and that was her. That just ended the whole thing for her. So I'm gonna just do it for a check. So I really feel sad for him, because he ain't gonna get no kids. If he do, I'll be surprised.
But she's so affectionate with him. You don't think she liked him a little bit?
Chloe.
Look at me. She's so affectionate. You know, she's like always like, you not even a little bit. No.
I think she liked him as a person, but the other things that he do turn her off from him. And then him kissing that dog. Yeah, him kissing that dog. Him not being financially stable. And then also I think
talking about her finances.
Yeah, like even though she take it with stride, that would needle anybody. That would work anybody's nerve. Yeah, Mila is basic. But you also got to remember her dad was murdered by, like, was it the half sister or the step sister? And so, you know, she has a lot of trauma surrounding that. And like, so she is someone that is less likely to put their trust in you. Because think about it. This person who she probably cared a lot about took the person she cared about from her and did it in such a cold-blooded manner.
I think that.
Hold on, Rosemary. We can't hear you clear.
Okay, can you hear now?
A little bit.
Oh, here we go. How about?
Are you covering your mic
now?
Okay, better.
Okay, child. I don't know. I think that now I don't want to, don't nobody come looking for me, but I feel like Gil's father might have been a part of the cartel. I don't want to say it. I mean, I feel like in my spirit. I mean, because how they didn't shoot you and they was in the house. I'm just saying. Somebody come kick you in the door. You didn't get killed. They just walked past you while you was asleep. Nah, son. Something ain't right with that. But I think Mirla, I think that Gil thinks that Mirla doesn't understand that he's insulting her on the low.
I think she do.
That's what I'm saying. I think she's picking it up, but she's not letting it be known. But
Yeah.
he jabs at her way too much for a man. I mean, like he's trying to take her down a few pegs. I mean, now you can't talk about her finances. So now
Yep.
you know,
Because you ain't
now
got
you
it.
got to make it about her character.
Yep.
Yeah, and to me, Gil and Jose are the one and the same.
Yeah.
Like him with the board and wanting to control everything.
Now, that was very disrespectful what he did. Now,
Why y'all
look here, excuse my language. I would have like, put that
wrong, though.
motherfucking board back.
Hold on, it's an echo.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have told Jose as stinking ass Bow, say Rose. I would have told him to put that board back. That was so
I
disrespectful.
would not tell him. Go ahead, say it for me.
And you know what? They, even though Lifetime they be mismatching, they did a good job because if he was with Michaela, oh, she would have snapped.
But you know what?
He would have went off.
Yeah, I definitely I agree. But I think, oh yeah, Gil is broke. Like he ain't got no savings.
Oh yeah, we know.
Like
We know
I
that.
guarantee you, Gil probably ain't got 5,000 in savings.
We were all rooting for you.
And do you remember that part when Gil was rubbing her, talking about, do you want a foot massage? No, I want you to get that damn account out of Colombia.
Well, it's gonna be worth
Go get
over
the
here
money.
$1,500.
Oh, wait, can we talk about this foot rub for a second? Because I'm just trying to figure out. I have never in my life been off of a foot rub and was like, nah, I don't want it. Nah, it's a 5. Oh, my feet don't really hurt right now. Like what?
Okay, for me, I'm ticklish. So
But look, I go to my husband like, you want to rub my feet? He be like, hold on. He be tired of me. But that's what I'm like, I don't care if I don't do nothing. If you want to rub these feet, honey, I'll give you the lotion. Here you go. Like she was really getting on my nerve, like she couldn't enjoy that foot rub.
That's what I'm like. I think like somebody else said, she has a hard time accepting love and affection.
Oh,
Um,
you ain't gotta have a hard time. She was looking at him, you know, she was staring at him hard though. It was kind of weird a little bit. At some point.
like she trying to make up in her mind, like, do I like him? Like
I was just gonna say that, like, oh, do I like him, or is it just the show? You know, because sometimes they can be in that bubble of filming a show and
you get caught
they're
up.
supposed to have these feelings, and before the decision day, they have to have this decision, and that's why I feel like they're not gonna last because Marla, she don't like him. She don't like him, y'all.
She don't like him like that. And to be honest, yeah, physically at least it's soul ties, and she being
that's exactly what I was about to say. They said that in the comments that she's really trying to get to know him and fill him out before she falls into this whole lust or attraction situation.
BS.
I ain't mad at her.
Right, and Michelle,
I ain't buying that. That's BS.
But you know, I
She just don't like him.
do you think it's a Karen and Miles situation?
No.
Similar. I believe so. That's a good analogy. I believe you're right.
But
I don't think it's going to end up like Karen and Miles.
Because Miles straight up said, like, if I had to make a decision, I would leave you. The pandemic gave them that extra time they needed to like get their stuff together.
This is my thing with Gil.
Okay,
I think he seemed like a cool guy, but I think he's trying too hard.
He is.
And she doesn't like him. And the more you follow a person who don't like you like that, they're just gonna keep pushing you away. All that foot rubbing and all that other stuff. Not if it was me, I'm dead in all of that. It wouldn't be happening, especially if I ain't smashing you bugging. I'm not doing none of that. Like Mr. Johnson said, we fast track this marriage, fast track this booty. I ain't with like you bugging. I can't even get a kiss. I'm not supposed to be rubbing feet. Because that's the greatest comment on this show.
Cliff, are you from Brooklyn?
Yeah, he's from New York. I don't know if it's Brooklyn.
No, I'm from Queens. I'm from Queens.
Okay, that's gonna be my next guess.
But my husband did say that like 2 seasons ago. He said you fast track this process and you fast tracking the booty too. Like, don't act like now you don't know what's going on. We married. God said we can do it because we married.
Right. But in this predicament,
No, but I feel like Jose and Rachel gonna be another Ryan and Clara.
At least they being honest about them having sex though.
I don't think they were screwing the whole time. I think she just did that to save face. Because now what was happening? She was slobbing and he wasn't licking. That's what that was.
Rosemary, you can join back if you want to.
I feel like in this predicament, now everybody different. In this predicament, me personally, I'm not in this predicament. Now I'm not saying in real life. Because I ain't married yet, but on my wedding night, I'm getting it on. But in this, if I ever went to marry that first night, I'm not fucking on the first night or on honeymoon. I gotta get to know you because we in a whole different predicament. Now it probably won't take that long, but not in the beginning because I feel like you gotta
like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Because you know, in married at first sight time, 2 weeks is like 2 months.
Time out. Flag on the field. Hold on. I gotta ask you. Yep. Let me ask y'all a question.
Mm-hmm.
Ramel.
Yes.
Ramel. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Are you telling me you never had sex on the first night before? Yeah. So why would you not do it with your mate?
I'm saying married at first sight. I ain't doing it.
You're married.
What Ramel is saying is he ain't trying to get nobody out here.
Wait. It's a lot of feedback, Cliff. You gotta mute yourself when you want to hear a response because when you talk and someone else talk, it starts echoing.
Got you.
Okay. So go ahead, Ramel.
No, I was just saying this predicament. That's why I would never do this show. Now, in real life, I would build a relationship and a friendship. First, you got to build a friendship. Now, it's people, I ain't saying you can't do what you want to do because you can do whatever you want to do with your body. But I feel like I want to get married once and once only. And you have to build that friendship because if you just go into physical, okay, when that's over or when you get sick of time doing that, or you don't try all the positions and all the other stuff, do I really like this person? Can I stand this person? Can I be with this person for real? And I think people jump into physical so quick without getting to know the person. That's why Michaela and Zach is in the situation that they in because they shouldn't have had sex quickly right away.
And my question is, to me, they had the best advantage in that I get that he had COVID and he was sick, so every day he might not be able to talk, but like 5-minute conversations, 2-minute conversations, like they had a chance to like get to know each other. And I wonder, did they have any like conversations in the time that they were apart? Because it seems to me, based on the behavior that they have towards each other, that they didn't.
See, this is how I feel. I feel like for me, I don't care if I was arranged marriage at first sight, whatever. If I'm going to get married and I'm attracted to my husband and I'm getting lit, it's going down. I'm celebrating it to the fullest. Like, it is what it is. I'm not going in. Of course, I want to get to know you. And we can still get to know each other. We can still do all of that. Okay, it's nothing wrong with having a little bit of lust and adding some love a little bit later. That's how most relationships work. So I'm fine with that whole situation. But I mean, to say that the sex can I don't really believe that sex can make or break a relationship because there are people who have sex buddies and stuff like that. I feel as though you still have to want to be with that person in order to build that connection. So having sex with that person is not going to necessarily build that connection, and not having sex with that person is not necessarily going to build that connection. You know what I mean? I feel like, of course, there's a attachment that happens when you have sex, but there are people who can literally have sex and move on.
Right.
And then there are people who get attached. Those things happen. But at the end of the day, you're married. And if physical connection helps bind you two together, this is why married people must always stay intimate, because it builds that intimate connection between you two. That's how you express your love, intimacy for each other, right? So I don't see anything wrong with that if y'all just getting off at an early start. You married.
But also at the same time, though, for some people, men and women, if the sex is whack, they don't want to get to know the rest.
So
Yeah, but
I got a question. So the question that I guess that was on the show was, I guess what y'all trying to say is that, like, Mirla, do you think people choose to love people, or do you think people fall into love with people?
I think it's both.
I think it's kind of a little bit of both too. I think that your initial choice is to fall in love. Like, the initial happening is usually, it's not even really love, it's usually lust, right? That's why people get it confused. And
Or
then,
the idea that you're in love with somebody.
yeah, or the idea, because people be thinking they're in love and they're really not. How many relationships you been in where you thought you was in love and you really wasn't? You know what I mean? So I think, like, when it comes to love, it's literally a choice, because you have to choose every day to be committed. You have to choose every day to be, faithful. You have to choose every day to be willing to work through whatever it is that you're going through in a marriage. So yes, you can love someone, but love is never enough. How many times have you said love is just not enough? I can love you, but if you beating my behind, that don't mean I need to be with you. I can love you, but if you're not meeting my needs emotionally, mentally, then I don't need to be with you, right? So being married to someone is a choice. This is why a man has to propose to a woman and she has to accept, because you're now committing to making a choice to be with each other and to stick it out through thick and thin, through sickness and health, through richer and poor. That's the commitment. That's why they say, why get married? Oh, this is why you get married, because you're making a conscious, legal commitment to be with a person. And that's just on period. So yes, it is a choice.
I want to say, I feel like is Michaela acting crazy because of sex? I'm thinking, is the sex good or something to make her act this crazy?
Yes, Romeo. That is exactly what's going on.
She just really crazy.
I think it's both. I think that Michaela likes the idea of being married. She wants to have a husband. Her sisters are married. Her friends are married. She may have wanted to have children. And then also, it was good. He's good looking. He's the total, like, he's the little black boy all the moms hope you bring home. His mama's a lawyer. His daddy's a doctor. You gotta marry him, girl. That's good money. And I think they both are in love with the idea of being in love, but neither one of them have the emotional capacity to consider the other. That's why the reason I say that is because when he left, he did not send her a text message to say, hey, I'm leaving. And then as far as her, she did not say, well, maybe he just left and he's coming back. She didn't even give him the benefit of the doubt. So she
remember she got abandonment issue.
Hold on, but now that I think about it, right? Now that Kelsey said it like that, he didn't tell her that he left. So when he didn't, and then when he realized that she left, he didn't even ask her, where did you go? Like, so the first time that they had this conversation, they both were inconsiderate to each other, right? Yeah. Because when they sat down on that couch and he said, what's up with you all right? And she was like, yeah. It's like, she not all right. If you came home and she wasn't home, he like, oh, that's why you left? You didn't even ask her why she left? So,
and that's what I'm saying. Neither one of them have the emotional wherewithal to consider the other. Because when you get married, you die to each other. You put the needs of your spouse before your own, as long as that's not to your detriment. And the thing of it is, a simple text message could have solved all of that, but it would have been something else that she would have got mad about too. So it just was a matter of time, because she didn't give herself no break either, that's a little nasty, but whatever. But
no judgment over here. Y'all was in the live last night. No judgment over here.
Now look here, I gotta say, I agree with Romeo. It is definitely the sex. if you saw them two looking at each other, when they was looking at each other on that couch, they did that stupid old fake makeup argument, makeup
Mhm.
for the moment, just so they could sleep together again. Even
And
though right now they might have said no to each other, they still
Mhm.
sleeping together. You're not gonna tell me that?
Oh yeah,
And
Hold on,
then
Nothing
that's
like
my
it.
I want to
one.
get something clear because I'm reading Taronda's comment. When she says she slept with somebody, what she mean right before the show, or I mean before the marriage, or while they was
Yeah,
waiting to be
like
vetted?
what? Yeah, like what happened was
The
she got picked, and like maybe like a week or two before,
Yeah,
you know,
said
she had her little side friend. Once she found out she got picked, she let him go.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
show ain't Bow Show did it.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it because I mean
You got
it's enough time that it's
It
enough
ain't
time.
nothing wrong with that. She ain't know she was gonna get
Right.
picked.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. You know, because if the stick turn blue, she know who it is. So I don't see nothing wrong with it, but neither one of them have the emotional capacity to be married. I don't think any of the people on this cast, with the exception of maybe Brett slightly and Ryan slightly, in the fact that he is not willing to hurt her feelings. Where he lacks is that he isn't able to be honest with her. But I think he also understands by that if he was with her, it would completely shut her down.
Look, Brett and Ryan won't stay married because Baxter the dog don't trust him. I see the way the dog was looking in the car. And
Oh
that's just
yeah,
what
yeah,
it is.
that dog don't like. But you know that dog is as high strung as its owner. And
All right, y'all. So wait, we got 10 more minutes. So I'm gonna let you all say your last final words before we jump up out of here. Kelsey, you could go first, and then we're gonna go to Romel, Cliff, and Rosemary. Since you guys are all that joined me tonight, thank you all for hanging out in the chat. All right, so last final words about the couples in this episode that just passed. Go.
So with Zach and Michaela, they both need therapy. Her more so than him. Far as Jose and Rachel, Jose needs to come out of the closet and admit that he's bisexual. And I'm going to stand by that. I'm sorry, I'm standing by it. And you can say I'm wrong. Rachel needs to get some self-esteem, confidence. And Jose needs to realize that when you are married to someone and y'all share bank accounts, that means they're legally entitled to half your stuff. So you might want to have separate accounts. As far as Brett and Ryan goes, Ryan needs to tell this woman that he don't like her, and she needs to realize that he don't like her. She needs to call him out on it. Johnny and Bao, she needs to take a bath more regularly.
for real.
Johnny needs to seek therapy about his abandonment issues that he has towards his dad, because it has now bled into his personal life. Who else is left? That's it, right?
I think that's it.
You forgot Marilyn and Gil.
Oh yeah, Mirla and Gil. Mirla also needs to deal with her issues surrounding her dad's death. Gil also needs to understand that just because someone makes a certain amount of money or has a certain lifestyle does not make them better or less than you, because they don't match what you feel is you should be. And you should never shame someone from doing well, especially when they come from the same circumstances in which you do. All it means is you didn't hustle as hard as they did. And you shouldn't demean her from hustling as hard as she did. What you should try to do is learn from her and get your hustle up.
Oh, okay. Say what you got to say then. Okay, Romel, you go.
Okay, Gil, get your money up like Kelsey just said. Mirla, I ain't mad at you. Get your check, but you do too much. Bow, take a damn shower. Johnny, get out your head. Ryan, you should have been on The Bachelor. Brett, you should have went on The Bachelorette, whatever, how vice versa, whatever, flipped it. They supposed to be on ABC, not Lifetime. Michaela, please get a therapist. Zach, get you one too, because you ain't innocent. Who else?
Jose and Rachel.
Oh, Jose, I think we all know, but he just. And then Rachel, I ain't gonna say nothing about her. That's all I gotta say. I can't with her.
All right, Cliff, go ahead. Your rundown.
Well, you know, I ain't gonna run down the whole crew. As far as what y'all saying about Jose, I think people need to back up off for homie. Let's not call people gay if we don't know what they do in their bedroom, because most heterosexual men is not gonna like that. And I don't think it's right. If he say he's straight, just let it be at that until something come out. As far as Myra and Gail, she just need to do better. I don't really think she tries. Gail. I mean, not Gail. I mean, whatever her name. The girl with Gail.
No, go ahead.
Myra. Whatever.
Mirla.
Yeah, her. She needs to try more. Also, yeah, thank you. She's not really trying that much, and I think he's pulling all the weight. I don't think that he's jealous of her financially or anything like that. I think he just sees it as she spends a lot, and maybe that's his issue. And as far as like he went in a direction with his, because he didn't go into a high financial thing with his life. He wanted to save lives and be a fireman. I'm not knocking him on that. So as far as Johnny and Bao, I hope they get better, being that now they're intimate. I think they got a chance. The couple I wanted to make it, what was it, Zach and his wife? I want them to make it, but I don't feel like they are. And I don't really care about the other one. You go ahead.
All right, Rosemary, you go.
Zach and Michaela, I would say y'all don't make a good married couple, but I mean, if y'all could stay bed buddies, I think y'all would be happy. Ryan and Brett, they're just friends. There's nothing about them that gets along. She liberal, he Republican. His dog's big, hers is short. She don't do nothing that a Texas man do. I don't know what they did that for. Jose and Rachel. Jose needs to be married to himself, and Rachel, she needs some more therapy because she lost herself within 3 days of being married. And Gil, I know he ain't been a firefighter but like a year and a half, but I need him to step his cookies up because they're about to crumble. And Mirla, Mirla, she can afford to do everything she can afford. She can walk her talk. So I ain't got nothing to say to Mirla. Just let me hold something. And that's it.
I love that. Okay,
so that's real. Let's all hold something. These student loans, man.
I want the Louis Vuitton shoes with the red. I want the red bottoms too. Okay, but y'all, I am so happy you all joined me. It has been real. I'm gonna drop you all off right now so I can do my final words. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. All right, you guys. So here's the thing. I appreciate you all joining me. Once again, like I said before, there is no right or wrong opinion. We all have our opinions on how we will want to be treated, how we live our lives, and what we go through and how we see things, right? So that's why I invite you all up here to be able to talk to me and, just say what you got to say. And also in the comments, I appreciate you all for joining me tonight. It has been real, okay? I also want to go live. So all of you guys who watch The Circle, let me know if you watch The Circle because I want to do a Circle Live tomorrow with you guys just to talk about The Circle because I haven't done anything with it yet, but I'm really enjoying it, and that comes back on Wednesday too. So if y'all been watching The Circle, let me know if y'all want to do a live on that. But yeah, I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for giving your points of view. Thanks for all that good stuff. Okay, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe because y'all making me work too hard for this, okay? But I appreciate you all. I love you all. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.